Hello Scorpio, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back, and for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Scorpio, this is going to be your weekly reading from January 15th to the 21st. This will be your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross Watcher, if you are tuning in, welcome as well. Guys, discern the messages. You're here, you know how this goes. Scorpio, what I heard was heaven's help has arrived. So let's see what this means for you guys this week. I do feel like things have probably been heavy, and I'm going to tell you, 2024 has gotten off to a weird and funky ass start, right? So we're going to see what comes up here for you all. Hope you guys are doing well. And I don't know, the risk and the reward, denial and beauty. Scorpio, this is very, whoa. Your foundational energy is changing. You are ready to step outside of yourself. You're ready to take the risk. Talk about the beauty. Scorpio, we could call you damaged goods, right? I think that you're really starting to finally love up on yourself enough to take the risk and place it in you. Place it with what it is that you're feeling guided to do at this time. Listening. Could be in a space right now where you're learning, wanting to learn meditation, listening to your guides, listening to your higher power. I think your confidence is building through this, and I feel like this is kind of giving you the confidence to move on and move forward. I don't think you know where you're going, but I think you're taking a huge leap of faith with this risk that, the mystical, beautiful, that wherever you land is precisely where you're supposed to be. So it's a really beautiful energy. I also feel like you're releasing a lot of baggage throughout this, because you know, you see her, she's taking a flying leap, she's jumping off the cliff. For some of you too, this could also feel like you're at the very end. I'm seeing like a movie, like where they're running, right, and they get to the edge of something, like it's a suspense. It's a suspense that like, shit, where am I going to jump to? There's nothing out there besides, like, just nothing but down, right? To the bottom of a canyon kind of thing. I feel like you're at a point now where you're willing to take that leap. You don't know what's below you. You don't know what's going to catch you. You don't know if you're going to fall flat on your face. You don't know if you're going to soar like, you know, a bird, like the phoenix that you are. But I do feel like you have submersed yourself, maybe in the opinions of others with this listening, someone else defining to you who you are and what you are. But all of a sudden there's a power, there's a fire within you that's being lit that says, I'm going to take the risk, I'm going to make this jump. And I like a dizzy kind of feel to this is like, am I making, not even really are you making the right choices, but it's like, it's like fog. It's almost like brain fog. Like, I don't know. I really just don't know. But yet you're willing to chance it. You're willing to chance it. Yes, no, maybe so. Who knows? I think you're coming out of a period of incubation, but I will also say pay attention to your dreams, your visions, your guides. That was quick. Okay. Decision. Again, you are making a decision to take that leap forward. Foresight. Scorpio, I got the goosebumps head to toe. Whoa. There are some things I think that Spirit is gifting you to see to help you make these stronger decisions. And I do think that heaven's help is like you taking that leap off the edge of that cliff and trusting that you are going to be guided through this leap, that there's going to be beauty in this risk that you take that's going to teach you to have a stronger faith in what it is that you do. Like there's a rainbow here, and I think I talked about that in maybe your weekend read, like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and here's another rainbow. There's a prism, right? Like it reflects the beauty of everything within it, right? It's like you may not have seen the beauty of who you are. You may not have seen what really lives within you And it's kind of like you could have been in this space of down and out for years. You know, fighting some battles, Scorpio. That's who you are. You take it on and you just move through it. But I think that you're finally coming to a aha moment, whether by foresight or your dreams or whatever this is, by spirit, that says, maybe not everybody else sees your glow, but I honestly think that there's a lot of people around you, Scorpio, that do see that glow that sits within you. And now it is like you're starting to recognize the beauty that lies within. If you take that prism and you hang it up without the light, it's pretty, right? It's there, but it doesn't have that shine and that sparkle. It doesn't radiate that rainbow light. And now, like, the sun is shining on you. Something around you or within you is being amplified. It's going to start to radiate what it is that you stand for. It's the way you carry yourself. It's the integrity within you that has led you to this point right now. That is like, now you can emit everything that is within you, everything that's been with you for probably your whole life that you did not see. So Spirit is gifting you a lot of awareness of the self this week, Scorpio. All right, what else does... It's pen to paper, so you can be making plans, making lists, like weighing the pros and cons to something as well. But, you know, you could be just putting your ideas and thoughts down on paper this week. But you're penning something, you're doing something. So for Scorpio this week, Spirit, I almost said August. August could be a very, very fruitile time, Spirit is saying. But let's see, January 15th through the 21st for Scorpio, Spirit. What does Scorpio need to know this week? Three of Pentacles, Daughter of Swords. So the Page of Swords there, information, communication coming in, working constructs with other people, whether maybe what you're collaborating with. It's kind of like you're taking the road less traveled, Scorpio. I'm thinking like the mountain is like Everest with like snow caps on it, right? Like you're trudging the weather, you're ready to trudge through whatever it is. And it's like, I feel like some of the information coming into you, you may have to kind of pick through, decipher, make decisions on. You can have other people that are really watching you as well at this time. So be aware of that, like good or bad, be aware of what is going on around you. Three of Wands. Some of you could be traveling. Things could be at a distance, or maybe you felt like that your dreams were at a distance. You were at a distance from yourself as well. And this, again, is coming into the foresight of what's transpiring here within you. What else for Scorpio this week, Spirit? The Hermit, the Eight of Swords. Do not let your thoughts run you amok. Hierophant. Seek guidance and wisdom as you need it. I do think there's somebody here that is Emperor and the Two of Swords and the Hierophant. You've got some Virgo energy, you've got Taurus energy, you got Aries energy as well. Scorpio, I feel as if with that Three of Wands, something is being tied together. Seeing like three corners of something as well. You're kind of hunkering down. There's a little bit of fear-based energy coming in with this Eight of Swords. That's, you know, with this decision. You could also feel like your hands are tied and you may be leaving that decision up to somebody else some way. But because you see with this foresight what someone else may be trying to do or counter, or they're saying counter something like that. And it's like this Hierophant, whoever this leader is, whoever this higher power is, whether it's your guides, whether it's here in the 3D, that someone else has the ability to make an authoritative decision that's going to be best for you. There's some rainbow light again coming through. There's a lot of color coming into your world, and I do feel like you're starting to like glow up, as they say, right? But this Hermit is also you kind of hunkering down, going, I've learned. Whether it's past mistakes, past experiences, whatever. It doesn't have to be anything bad. But again, there's a glow that encompasses that light of that fire that sits upon the tortoise. There we go. If I could speak plain English. But I do feel like someone is making some kind of announcement as well surrounding something. The World card just tried to come out. Justice. I feel like, too, for some of you, anything that was put on, and I've seen this, I think it was for Virgo as well, anything that was put on the back burner or maybe just wasn't, Spirit is saying, handed down at the end of last year. There could have been some time constraints on, you know, even delays. I'm going to say with that Three of Wands, it's giving me a delay kind of thing vibe. It's coming into, like, there's a judgment being made. There's justice. There's balance being restored to a situation that you've been dealing with. It could have been at a distance from you. You may be traveling, Spirit said, interstate. And there's that Emperor again. You're walking away from someone who is trying to dictate power and control of your life, of your Spirit is saying your consequences. They could have felt like they were like the judge, jury, and executioner of how you moved. And you're like, no. Like it is very much a forceful, and not even really forceful, but it's like you're a force to be reckoned with, Scorpio. You're taking your own power back in a particular situation. And it's like, again, I got a lot of movie vibes coming in, which is weird because I don't watch movies. It's not my thing. You think about some like fight scenes where they've got like, you know, there's weapons involved and they're pinning them down by their neck, and the dark is trying to submerge the light, right? And it's like all of a sudden, you know, you ever see them too, like when they flip over and then all of a sudden the underdog is like pinning down the one that is like evil, right? It's kind of like that vibe, like fight for fight. And it's like everybody might have a dog in the fight, but who's going to win? And it's probably the underdog in Scorpio. I feel like the underdog in this is you. Like somebody really counted you out before you even got started. They did not see what lies within you. They may have seen you as weak. They may have seen you as beat up. They may have seen you as just battered and bruised and was like, I got Scorpio. I got Scorpio pinned. Not anymore. They don't have you cornered anymore, Scorpio. You know, an 8. Scorpio, you are karma. You are walking, talking karma. You know, I was looking at that. The 8 this year is the 8, right? It's about karmic stuff. And you are the 8. You are the 8th sign in the zodiac. You are that walking, talking karma. You don't even really have to try. It's just who you are. It's what you do. And then you're gonna, it's like you're gonna bulldoze these, like whatever this is, like you're gonna bulldoze this. And I'm gonna tell you, it may, 13 on the clock, it may not feel like you just bulldoze it. You're like, I am fighting the death, you know, to get to where I need to go. And somebody could be arguing about the rate in which you're moving, because you've got the Chariot, which is quick moving energy. And then you've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is much slower. So there could be a duel over the speed of which something is happening here. I said there could have been delays in the past around something, but I do feel like it's picking up the pace to get you to where you got to be. And you're coming out beautifully. There's the Queen of Cups. Try to show up. What is this justice about for Scorpio Spirit this week? Something is totally coming to an end, Scorpio. You've written the book. You're closing out a massive chapter here. Whatever was not fair and balanced, like, it's going to be given to you. I do feel like somebody tried to take something from you. It could be in the tangible world, but you're coming into a period of massive abundance. You got the Empress. I mean, she's beautiful. She's abundant. She is put together. She is growth. She is renewal. She's a nurturer, she's a carer, she's a lover, she's a giver. She is beautiful, by the way. Scorpio, you are beautiful, by the way. 6 of Pentacles. I have not been a big fan of this card recently, because it's like, yes, you've got that 8, you see that, right? So whatever's been taken from you is being, it's like the tides are turning again, right? This flipping of energy where maybe for the long time you were being shortchanged, you were being breadcrumbed, is kind of what I've been getting with that 6 of Pentacles. It's flipping now. 1444. It's flipping. Where you were taken from, now you're going to be the receiver of. Okay? What is this Hermit about? The Hermit? The Hermit clarifying the Hermit. That's like double confirmation of, you know, that wisdom, that path, that light, that what you have gained. 9-9 could be very important. You could be seeing 9-9. I think, Scorpio, you have planted some seeds along the way. And where I feel like some people learn a lesson, you have learned like the double-edged sword of the lesson. You've seen both sides of what it is to have to go into hermit mode, whether it's to protect yourself or to gain wisdom. You may have spent a lot of time in that energy recently as well, planting some new seeds to drive you forward. And I feel like, you know, I'm going to say this too. I've got, those ones don't count because they don't have majors in them, but you've got 2, 4, 6, 7 cards. Of those 7 cards, you've got 5 major arcanas. Destined, fated, karmic, happening events. Spirit said you will not be held back. Very, very important. One card to clarify the Hermit, clarifying the Hermit, please. One more card for this, for Scorpio this week. Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups. You could have, there's another Pentacle in the Moon. I don't think, you know, if you've been working on your resources, your abundance, your stability, you may still feel a little unbalanced in that regard. But I do feel like this last turn of the wheel is going to help you fit together that last piece of the puzzle for yourself to know what direction you're going to go. But Scorpio, I'm going to tell you, if you're working on your pentacles, are you doing it with love? Because that King of Cups, there you are, right? You're investing in a new opportunity and growth. Again, the Moon, not knowing where that goes. And I don't know that you're super trusting about where you're investing that pentacle at either, but you are trying to figure that out for yourself, and I think that you will. What is this 8 of Swords? Spirit just said, you know, and this is the thing with this 8 of Swords, they're suspended, right? They're stuck. And if they move and they fall, it's likely they're going to be caught on one of those other swords, and I don't feel like that sword belongs to you. So you could have people, like I said, watching you, waiting on you, seeing what move you're going to make so they can kind of take a stab at you again. You're going through a transformation process, and again, like, again, the Hermit and the Hermit, they go inside, right? It's about the inside work that's being done. That cocoon of the butterfly, as it's transforming, goes back into a space of wrapping itself up, protecting itself while this metamorphosis takes shape. And so you could have been silent on other people and situations, and they're waiting to see what comes of this. I said about that suspension. There's the Hangman. And then you've got the 4 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. I feel like you are now at a place that you are stressing somebody else out. And I don't think you're doing it intentionally, because I feel like those other 7 swords are just sitting there and lying in wait. Like, what's Scorpio going to do next? And you are really, what I like about this Hangman and this Risk card is you're carefree. And the 4 of Wands is celebratory energy. It is stable foundations that you are building and creating. And I think your stability sometimes threatens other people. Like, you keep people up in their head without you even knowing that you keep people up in your head or up in their head. They try to keep you up there, but like, you're renting space in their head and they're allowing it. So that's on them, right? You have no control over that. But I do feel like it's like Scorpio is getting ready to step out and live their best life. What is this Hierophant about? Queen of Cups. You're being seen. Oh, and there's the Sun. I feel like we're certain people who I think were intrigued or interested by your ability to protect yourself. They didn't quite know what to think. What I think, and I'm going to show you why I'm saying this. I've never seen it this way, but hey, here it is. She's got 2 pentacles, so she's undecided. Like, is there really something to be had, and is it here or here? You look at that Sun card, there's another one laying within that. That brings a 3 together, right? There's like the 3 of Pentacles. Who am I working with? So I think where people may have heard stories about you or were jaded, we'll say, by the opinions of other people who were trying to fight or convince them of something about you. They're seeing where those perceptions were wrong. Scorpio isn't this horrible human being or this terrible person. Yes, Scorpio's got a stinger and will bitch slap you if need be, right? Scorpio, like, you have no problem ripping that stinger out and letting somebody know what's going on. But with you, this Queen of Cups is like, you're, and the Hierophant, it's like you're getting what you give. Like, if you come at me correct and treat me kindly, I'm going to give you that same loyalty back. That Hierophant is loyal to his position. You take that seriously and with love, right? And so people are realizing that it's not about the narrative that's been given about you. It's about who you truly are. And I think that you're finally showing that with this beauty in the sun. That is the thing that is being amplified, is how much love you have to give, how much joy you bring to the table, how much light you represent. It's not just darkness. And I think that's also a very stark realization for you, is how much light truly lives within after everything you've gone through. Okay? So let's see. What's the advice here? Beautiful reading, Scorpio. You are walking, talking karma for other people. Reassess. I think that you are reassessing your life. I think that other people are reassessing who you are. But I think that this reassessment is more about the awareness within you that you've lived this cycle that's coming to a close with the Justice and the World card. And now, new lessons, right? A whole new cycle begins. The Hermit, you have detach comes out. Detach. The Hermit detaches from the external world and goes within. And I said about that last missing piece of the puzzle was coming together here for you. There it is. You see that. There's 3/4 of the way there. And I said that when the Queen of Pentacles come out. And it landed. It came out with the Queen of Pentacles. Just like that. There's one more piece of the puzzle. You see her. She's in the 3/4 position. One more piece, Scorpio. One more piece. And everything falls into place for you, for your happiness and your abundance. And what is this? Whoops. Jump in. You are holding back. Look, you're allowing people to show up just as they are. You're allowing their actions to dictate the decisions that you're making when it comes to people. And you're no longer jumping in head first. I've seen this card. I think the card came out for Taurus too. You're allowing them to do as they do, as they wish, and you're not fighting back with it. It's like you're walking away with your dignity, your pride, your higher self, and going, you're going to do what you do, but I'm going to go off and do what I do. And you're separating yourself. You're not seeing yourself as part of that collective anymore that self-sabotages. You're stepping into a whole new, a deeper spiritual acknowledgement of yourself, and you're allowing for that to come in. So I feel like too, if you've had anything that was like you were angry, frustrated, begrudging about, resentful, feeling hurt, hate, any of those things, I think it's a slow process, but you're letting that go so that you can move into this space to allow a higher awareness within you to take form. So I think this week, like, you could be dealing with some shady characters, right? But a cycle is going to complete here, Scorpio, and you're going to come out on top. You being happy is the karma of these people. I mean, you got the 8 of Swords, and there's the Hangman and the 4 of Wands. You're just, it's like when you're in that position, I talked about like that fight, right, in the movies. She's flexible. She misses every stab and jab at her because she's got the agility to reinvent herself or move accordingly. And that's what you're doing. So you being happy, you stepping into this glow up, you're transcending space, time, everybody else's reality, and you're playing by your own rules. I like it. Good stuff. Yeah, you've changed, Scorpio. You've changed a lot, and it's definitely for the better. As I say that, there's a 5 on the table. That is indicative of change. 2 of Swords. The Emperor, yeah. That's The Two of Swords to me too is just like, no matter what people come at you with, there's the sun. There you are in the background, still shining bright, still doing your thing. You still oversee what people bring to you, where they try to like snub you out, cross you out, and you're regaining the power and control through all of the bullshit, all of the past. Like the Seven of Cups, I always can't help but see it as like the Six of Cups, like anything from the past that has tried to hold you back, and has tried to control the decisions that you made and the way you've lived your life. It's not happening anymore. Scorpio, I'm leaving it there. If you found this video resonated, like, share, subscribe, comment. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon for the mid-months. Bye.